Hello YouTubers, that's Mike coming to you from another adventure. So today, well, the whole week I've been planning to go summit a pretty big name peak in Utah. Tim supposed to go with somebody, but unfortunately I guess some things didn't work out. But and I was going to go anyway, but then I started thinking, you know, I don't have a lot of experience at summiting. Actually, I have zero experience at summiting anything in the wintertime in the snow, which requires different types of gear. And some of it I got, I don't know if you can see it. I got an ice axe. You can see part of it sticking out there. Got my snowshoes. Anyway, I don't have the snowshoe on this trail right here. You can kind of see it's kind of packed from, looks like cross-country skiers. But anyway, and then I have these micro spikes. The micro spikes are all right on some packed trails, things like that, where it can get icy and that. But when you start talking deeper snow and having to traverse across snow where it's drifted deep or whatnot, the ice axe comes in handy, snowshoes come in handy. But have what they call crampons with big spikes. They're like an inch and a half spikes that really bury themselves into the ground. Well, I don't have any of those, so I didn't want to risk getting up to a spot and putting myself in a situation where it could put me in danger, essentially. Now, I'm really beginning to like, you know, some would say it's too risky, some would say nah, but in some cases there's some risk involved in mountaineering and being an alpinist and whatnot. And I'm actually starting to enjoy some of that stuff. I think it's just a greater sense of accomplishment that I go after. And but anyhow, so I opted out of that trail today and came to, which was probably close to a 8-9 hour trek one way. Of course, when I go out hiking, backpacking, I like to camp. I like to camp out. Hence why my big backpack here, it's got all my gear in it. This trail is kind of rough. I mean, it's steep. This trail, Beartooth, is rated as difficult. It's a black trail, so it's hard and difficult. And it's only, well, when I get to the top, there's a saddle up there where the trail splits off into other trails. It's only a little over 2 miles. It'll be too early for me to stop and camp out in 2 miles. So I'll be there in about an hour and a half. And but this one's going to be a little bit easier of a trip than the other. Less time involved in hiking. Of course, if I went up there, you know, I'd typically set up camp, and then if I'm going to peak something or move on, I'll just take a few essential items with me, not the entire pack. The base weight of my pack, I think I had it down to, I don't know, 18 pounds or something like that. I kept adding things. I want to make sure I'm warm, and just in case, right? But I'm learning to live with a lot less. In fact, it's, other than food, my son and I went on a 100-mile backpacking trip for about a week. My pack was heavier then in the summer than it is now for the wintertime. And kind of odd because you think you want to have more gear in the wintertime, but I've learned along the way to remedy the weight. Not that I mind the weight, it gives me a little more of a workout. Oh, I found a flat spot in the trail, it's kind of nice. But anyhow, I will touch more on other videos about gear and whatnot, things that I'm finding helps me and works out for me that may help you. But for now, I just kind of want to share a little bit of this trail with you, and then I'll sign out, and then I'll do another one a little bit later on. I'm going to flip this around here. Okay.